I've arrived in Shymkent. My first impression is that Shymkent continues the practice of really random monuments. Okay, here are some nice pictures, but the weird part of this installation is that it's a huge tulip. It's what the people of Shymkent can enjoy looking at. Now, to be honest, I don't know much about Shymkent. I actually don't know anything about Shymkent. It's in the very, very south of Kazakhstan. It's very near the border with Uzbekistan actually. Tashkent, which is the capital of Uzbekistan, is really near here. But I won't be going there, I have other plans. So I'll come to Uzbekistan maybe on another trip. Let's explore and see what we'll find in Shymkent. Looks like I reached the Abai Park, one of the main parks in Shymkent. And I don't know what Abai means, but now there's a statue of this guy and it says Abai. I guess this is Abai then. Fighter jet there. So I want to check that out. Kazakhstan so far is very good in putting random monuments down. People here are playing music. They're just chilling with their huge speakers, I guess. I feel like they feel just as awkward as me with my camera. So as soon as they saw me with the camera, they put off the the music. Let's see, there are not that many people, I have to say. I think I already learned that parks is not where people are at. So I believe that this crazy fighter jet monument is a monument about the soldiers who fought in the Second World War for the Soviet Union. So this is a Soviet fighter jet. And I think this whole area, also look behind me, this really big and empty road. Oh wow, you see there's all the names of people who I imagine have died fighting for the Soviet Union. Yeah, so this whole area is full with names of people who died in the war. At the end of this really long lane is another monument, so let's check that one out too. I did read that a lot of people in Kazakhstan fought for the Soviet Union in the World War and died. In that sense, it's not surprising to see this huge amount of people. Well, let's say like a few hundred meters, and both sides is full with names of people who've died. You can also see the names which are very common. For example, here we have like a whole row of only Aliyevs. So you have Aliyev T, Aliyev F, Aliyev Sh. Here you have the real heroes of Kazakhstan during the World War. Because these people, like Mr. Kulkov there. Mr. Kulkov has earned 3 medals. Must have done some heroic deeds for Kazakhstan or for the Soviet Union. So besides an old Soviet fighter jet, here we can also find some old Soviet cannons. Or I don't know what the proper term for this is, but I'm just gonna call them guns or cannons. And then we also have a statue of a Kazakh soldier holding a gun, as well as, very important, some tanks. This one is a normal size, but this one is pretty big. It had like 4 wheels. We even have a restaurant here in the park. They have horse meat, which is a traditional Kazakh thing to eat. I'm gonna order the horse meat and see what it's like. Spasiba. So I guess I put this sauce on here. I think it's the first time I've ever had a horse meat in my life, so let's see. It's actually really good. Like the seasoning and the sauce is also really good. To be honest, it does taste a little bit like beef to me, but like really good beef. Like, it tastes really good, honestly. That horse meat I had earlier was like one of the best meals I've eaten in my life. Like, I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of horse meat or that the way that they made it was just so good. Guess I have to try some horse meat again. Anyways, I read online that Shymkent has like a high rate of crime, especially at night. But honestly, I don't feel unsafe here. It's full of people. It's lively in this area. It's like a little park here. Just gonna enjoy here and take a rest and further explore this city tomorrow. Today will be my first and last full day in Shymkent. I'm going to check out the other major park that I didn't see yesterday, which is the Independence Park. And whilst I'm walking towards there, I'm walking past this theater. The city is very well developed, it's very organized, it's very clean. This is not the first time I see these like very British phone boxes. I've seen them also in Turkestan. I've seen a couple of them in Shymkent. Is Kazakhstan just obsessed with British phones? Tell me if you know. There are rarely any people in all these really beautiful parks here in Shymkent. In this park they're even playing music through loudspeakers, which is interesting. They spend so much resources on these parks, it seems, To be honest, I haven't really found anything else to do in Shymkent than visit these beautiful parks. I'm yet to go to the Independence Park. No, this is not even that park. This is just a random park that I strolled by on my way to the Independence Park. I really enjoy this about Kazakhstan, that you have these huge overdeveloped places with no people. It is a bizarre feeling to be here, and I actually kind of enjoy that. So I do think I'm at the Independence Park. In true Kazakh fashion, another cool monument with a huge flag of Kazakhstan. It seems like I have to do some climbing to check this place out. This flagpole is absolutely huge. And then here, in case we forgot which country's independence, we are commemorating a whole map of Kazakhstan. Absolutely huge. So here we have like an overview of, for every year, what happened in terms of the independence. Here we have 2003, President Nazarbayev team said something. Nazarbayev was the president of this country for many years until he stepped down only a few years ago. I've seen his name still on a lot of buildings with his quotes, including here when it's about the independence of Kazakhstan. In 1999, another quote by President Nazarbayev. I don't know if they are all like that. I don't think so. No, this is also Nazarbayev, 1998. 1997, the most important thing that happened. Nazarbayev said something about independence. Kazakhstan wants us to know that Nazarbayev played an important part for the independence of Kazakhstan. From what I understand, he did step down after protest. He's still somewhat in power. Anyways, he's still seen as a very important figure, clearly. So I don't know what this monument is supposed to look like, but to me it looks a little bit like a torch. And I can imagine like the torch of independence. Just like I called the golden egg in Turkestan the golden egg, I'm just gonna call this the torch of independence. The monument is very impressive, but it seems like I cannot enter here. Real Soviet neighborhood. Not as clean as the parks. Typical Soviet flats. Ladas are driving around. Amazing. I was excited, but now we're coming to some real Dutchy looking places. If you're wondering, why didn't you go out of Shymkent? There's beautiful nature around. Well, actually, I started to feel a little bit sick last night, and to be honest, I don't really feel much better today. So I decided to just explore the city. But then it turned out that all there really is in the city is a lot of really beautiful parks, and I decided to walk to the last park all the way in the north, which is quite a long walk, but exactly for this reason. So I see not only the nice and touristy areas. I think it's always interesting to see how people really live, what life's really like. So I just walked for a really long time until I found this park. We got to the gate. You had to pay a ticket for the park. I was like, well, I've walked here all the way, so I'm gonna just see it. The ticket price was 36 Kazakh tenge. Already for that gate, which is beautiful. It's worth the price. Definitely worth the 7 euro cents or 36 tenge. If you're on the mission like me to go to all the parks in Shymkent, you can't miss this one. And this is not even the one where I wanted to go. In true Kazakhstan park fashion, we have some random monuments or statues like this one. However, I have to give it to them. I finally found one which does make sense. The eagle, symbol of Kazakhstan. It's also on the flag, you see it everywhere. That one makes sense. I actually wanted to go through this park to the other park, the park that I keep wanting to go to. Turns out I can only exit this park at the entrance, so I have to walk all the way back. However, even though I will probably miss sunset for the last park, I will be able to finish my collection of parks. When I am in the next park, I would have been in all major parks in Shymkent. So maybe I broke a world record for first foreigner to visit all major parks in Shymkent within 24 hours. Yes. Is that impressive? No. I just walked past the security checkpoint to enter the part in these gates. No one is allowed in. I couldn't film there. Behind these gates, according to this map app, is this huge villa. There's a lot of people on the reviews on the map app talking about whose villa is this. Now allegedly the villa belongs to Nazarbayev, the guy whose quotes are on all the stones that I was showing you earlier in the Independence Park. So maybe this is his dacha. I can't verify this though, I'm telling you what is said on the internet. But it would be a nice place for sure. There's so many birds, it's really insane and really beautiful. With a kind of purple sky in a lively park, Shymkent can be really beautiful like this. I think I walked like 20 kilometers today. I mean, let's not exaggerate. I did definitely walk 15 kilometers, but it might be 20. Anyways, I arrived in the final park, which means I now officially have broken the world record for foreigner visiting Shymkent, visiting as much parks in 24 hours as possible. And I actually lost count myself. You can see there, I passed the Ferris wheel. I'm not interested in the Ferris wheel, I'm interested in the park. And look at this weird pyramid. I finally made it to the top, where you can see this statue by the back, and under it is of course a quote by Nazarbayev. Also that pyramid had a quote by Nazarbayev. So that's also a theme in Kazakh parks. You have an amazing view of the whole city from here, because you're so high up. So I would say it was worth all the hassle. Yeah, the only thing I didn't really get is that in the back there is a Hollywood sign. It doesn't really belong in Kazakhstan, I would say. But anyways, I think it belongs on the list of weird monuments or weird statues, weird things to put in a park. I'm just gonna go back, have some food, and tomorrow I'm going to Almaty, the biggest city in Kazakhstan.